Start. Learned counsel for the appellants, in support of the appeal, contended that the order of acquittal by the trial court was based on appreciation of evidence on record, which order of acquittal required no interference by the High Court. Stop. It is contended that even if two views are possible, the order of the trial court acquitting the accused need no interference by appellate court. Stop. The medical evidence which was laid by the prosecution did not support the ocular evidence laid by so-called eyewitnesses. Stop. Hence, the trial court rightly disbelieved the prosecution case. Stop. The High Court wrongly put the burden on the accused to prove that deceased and eyewitnesses were not required to attend the court, whereas burden lies on the prosecution to prove that the deceased and all the eyewitnesses were required to attend the court from where they claimed to be returning. Stop. There being long-standing enmity between the accused and complainant party, the accused have been roped in. Stop. When doctors came before the court for recording their evidence, the weapons were seized, were not shown to them so as to form an opinion whether injuries on the deceased and injured witness could have been caused by such weapons which prejudicially affect the prosecution case. Stop. Learned counsel for the appellants has placed reliance on several judgments of this court, which shall be referred to while considering the submissions of the parties. Stop para. Learned counsel for the state refuting the submissions of learned counsel for the appellants contends that the High Court has rightly reversed the order of acquittal. It is contended that account of eyewitnesses given by them was worthy of reliance, and trial court, on account of insufficient reasons, discarded such evidence. Stop. The injured PW5 Vivekanand eyewitness had fully proved the incident and specifically proved the roles of accused, which evidence ought not to have been discarded by the trial court. Stop. It is submitted that the High Court has correctly reappreciated the evidence and has given cogent reasons for finding the evidence trustworthy and believable. Stop. The account of injuries as proved by eyewitnesses was fully corroborated with the medical evidence. Stop. The evidence of eyewitnesses who were accompanying the deceased numbers 1 and 2 could not have been discarded as interested witnesses, whereas they were family members who were accompanying the deceased on the motorcycle and others on two-wheeler, which eyewitnesses could prove the incident. Stop. The trial court has observed that prosecution did not try to establish the fact that on 10/10/2003 I.E. on the date of incident, these witnesses and the deceased were required to be present before the trial court. Stop. The trial court further stated that presence of some witnesses was not necessary, particularly Kalyani PW6, daughter of the first deceased. Stop. It has come in the eye evidence that all the persons who were returning from the court, presence of few of them was not necessary at the court, and the others who were returning on 10/10/2003 were under the conditional bail and were to appear before the court once in a week. Stop.